And it says we're live, so that must mean it's Tuesday night. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for 2A Tuesday, and it's the special end of the month 2A Tuesday where we're not going to have a panel. We're just going to hang out and talk to you. So we're both here. We always convince Sandhills Sweetheart to get on camera one chat out of the month. So this is it. This is your week to actually look at somebody pretty instead of me all night. So here you go. All right. So we'll give everybody a chance to get the notifications that we went live, and I haven't been keeping track tonight of hit or miss. So I don't know if that's still going or not. So hopefully we get a few people in here. We've got Guitar Man Pete out there. What's up, Pete? Good to have you with us. Over on Gun Channels, let me refresh this. We have so far General Relativity and Gung Ho. Oh, there's a few people coming in now on the YouTube side. Refreshing Gun Channels to see if we have anybody else. Nope, just those two. All right, over on YouTube, 10X Shooters. Have we seen 10X Shooters before? I don't think so. No, so welcome. Good to have you. Unless you just changed your name and you're somebody that we know, it's good to have you in here. Rob D. New York Outcast in the house. D-Temp's in the house. Hello, Sandhills Squared, he says. Midnight Range says the boss is on the show. I got to comb my hair. Or everybody else out there better comb your hair and tuck in your shirts, losers. Travis is here. What's up, Travis? All right, so we've got a few people joining us. We're just going to hang out a little bit. I've got a few announcements that we want to cover tonight. Mike's here. What's up, Mike? A few things that are going to happen. One of them is going to be with this last Tuesday of the month chat. So Edward wants to get in on this too. You coming up here? Edward's getting to be an internet sensation. Everybody loves seeing the kitty. So he wants to convince everybody that he never gets any love, never gets attention, do you? No, of course not. Every time we have company over, he tries to convince them too that he never gets pet and they should lavish attention on him. Ozzy's in the house. What's up, Ozzy? All right. And Guitar Man Pete's over on the Gun Channel side too. Cats in YouTube videos guarantees monetization. That's good to know. If that's the case, then I'm putting a cat in every video from now on. In fact, I might just have the cat do the next video. See if I can get that to work somehow. Maybe people will believe Edward if we tell them that we can't lose our freedoms, right? So Pete's everywhere. That sounds ominous, but hopefully it's not too scary. All right, so let me check over my notes here and see what all we're gonna cover. A couple things here now that we've got people here, and hopefully those that join us later on will come back and catch us on the replay. Tuesday night chats on the last Tuesday of the month. We've been doing this for a couple of months now. We've had 3 or 4 of these. The cat's name is not Gadsden. The cat's name is Edward. He's been in this house longer than I have, so I don't have the ability to change his name. Plus, his mother's right here, and she wouldn't go for it. So, okay, so we've been doing this because we want to just hang out, chat with you guys, similar to what Yankee does on his Shooting It with Yankee. And then I think Never Enough Ammo still doing it on Sundays, but just his, what's he call it, Trigger Time, I think, where he just kind of gets to talk to his viewers and doesn't have anybody else with him and just gets to read all the comments and just have a good visit, a good chat with everybody. But the last couple months that we've done this, we just haven't had a whole lot of people that actually had a whole lot to say to us. Last month, it kind of turned into, we were a great message board. We were kind of a lobby chat. You know, everybody was talking to each other, and there wasn't a whole lot going on with us. And so what I want to do is kind of try something different again. We keep shaking things up and try different things and see what works. So I think what we're going to do is move the last Tuesday of the month. We're going to have just a lot smaller chat, and if we can fit 10 people, or we can fit 10 people. So if I can get 9 guests, great. We might not be able to do that, but it's going to be something that is only for Patreon patrons. It's no secret, those of you who are making videos understand this, and those of you who have been watching videos from all of us on the Gun Channels crew for very long, you guys are all aware of this too. But what happens is, anytime that there's questionable words in the title of a video or in the tags, even on the video, you get demonetized. You can't talk about things like freedom and guns and religion and things like that these days without just getting demonetized. And as much as I'd love to be able to just make videos and keep buying newer equipment and cameras and computers and stuff, it's not cheap. And YouTube is not helping out with any of the cost of doing all this stuff. And the solution is not to stop doing it. So that's what I love about being in a capitalist nation. And people can bag on me all they want. This is not e-begging. This is capitalism. We're going to try and do more things on Patreon, make it worth becoming a patron, so that that $1 a month or $5 or $10 or whatever you want to pledge makes you get something for that money that not everybody else does. So you'll get all the videos first. They'll go there first. You'll have access to the last Tuesday of the month, and there will be a link. The first 9 people that get into the chat can sound off on the panel, and then everybody else that's a patron can still join and type just like you guys are right now. Travis makes a good point. Getting demonetized also takes you out of the loop for searches, and you don't get the views. So we'll see what happens with that. But we've got a few patrons. We just picked up another one, I think today. That is, it's Blitz. So good to have you with us on Patreon there, Blitz. I don't see him out here yet, but hopefully he shows up here after a while and we can thank him. But we're going to make it to where, like I said, it's worth having. It's worth having the membership or the patronship, I guess you call it, on Patreon, so that we can actually see if this channel can maybe help be self-funding, and we don't have to just come out of the pocket all the time with the money. Because ad revenue, I've only ever gotten paid once in the year and a half I've been doing this or so. So what's up, Jason Stewart? So you've got to get over $100 built up to even get paid out. And some people are doing that and more every month. And then some of us, it takes over a year to even build that up. And when you're getting, a half penny for every view or less, it takes a long time to build them up. Super chats are great, and we appreciate the super chats, but we get about 75% of that money. And then again, it takes most of a year to get any of it built up to where we can get it. So I'm not going to ask for super chats. Those of you that want to help us out can do it on Patreon. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. Snob's wife is here. 9mm is here. Howdy, everybody. So that's what we're going to try. And like I said, anybody that wants to get mad because we're e-begging, I'm going to respectfully disagree with you. We are capitalists. We had a chat about that a few weeks ago, about how socialism sucks, and so does democracy. We are a republic ruled by law, and our economy is capitalism, which means if I've got it and you want it and you're willing to pay for it, then yay me. So hopefully we come up with something that you're willing to pay for. That's the real trick, right? So I'm going to need to know what it is that you all would like to see on Patreon if you become a patron too. So you can tell us here tonight, and we'll try to take some notes. Otherwise, you can, if you are a patron, you can message us there, or you can just email us. So there's a lot of love going around out there right now. And Gung Ho is in the house on YouTube as well. Says, yo, Joe, which is awesome. You just took me back about 35 years there. I love that show. It's all right, Pete. I get it. Not everybody can afford to do the $1 a month stuff, and that's fine. We understand. But we've got a few channels that we are patrons of too, and so a lot of that money goes right back into just getting spread around. It's not a pyramid scheme, but sometimes I think it could kind of look like one. We just take the same dollars and pass them around. Everybody's saying hi out there. That's all right. 9mm says hi to you. So, and somebody was asking about where to go to. Guitar Man Pete wants to know how your journey into carrying is going. So, do you want to update people into your journey?
There's not much to update from last week.
Not a whole lot. We did gain the Walther. It takes a while for the permit to come, so carrying hasn't happened yet. You have to set an appointment here at the State Patrol office to even go in and get fingerprinted and submit all your info, and then wait for the background check to be completed and the permit to be issued, and that usually takes a month or two from the time you go in. And
Blitz is here.
Blitz is here. What's up, Blitz? Our newest Patreon patron. We were just talking about you. We wanted to say thank you for joining us today on Patreon. So that was awesome. And you will be getting one of these, one of a kind. You can't get them anywhere but here. The nice little Sandhills shooter sticker is going to be coming your way. Hopefully, I haven't even looked yet. Hopefully you shared your mailing address so we can get your gift out to you. So now we've talked about Patreon a little bit. Speaking of gifts, we've got a couple things going on here. I'm going to open this first. I've already opened it. This isn't anything new. This came a couple weeks ago, but we do have package. I was able to support Walk the Talk America here a little bit. And so I got my own bracelet going on, and then Sandhills Sweetheart has one of hers. But a few weeks back, probably longer ago than I realize now, we had Michael Sodini from WTTA on with us talking about this great organization, which is it's not just for veterans, it's for everybody. If you have something that you're fighting with, whether it's depression, anxiety, anything like that, other mental illnesses, if you're just down in the dumps and you need someone to talk, they can do that too. But WTTA is a great place to get started and find some help. I also got an extra WTTA.org/love bracelet, and on the back side it tells you that you can take an anonymous mental health screening and find out if you do have some of the things that qualify you for depression or some of that stuff. And of course, I'm throwing stuff on the floor. And then also, you can see that it's a little pin, WTTA pin, and the A is a little lime green ribbon, same color as the lymphoma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma ribbon. So we've got a lot of lime green going around in our house. But we're still working on building up enough subscribers for the next giveaway that we're going to do, not just here on YouTube, but also on Gunstreamer and on Facebook. So these two items will be included now in the next giveaway. So I wanted to show those off. A couple days ago, I got these in the mail. I ordered them off eBay about a month and a half ago, and I honestly forgot they were coming. And I don't know how well you're going to be able to see them. That is a tan or khaki version of the flag of the state of Nebraska. And then also came with black and white version, if I can get it to focus on there. So I've got some cool state of Nebraska flag patches. Make sure I get them put up right side up. The state motto is on there, equality before the law. Also included, still in the plastic even, is the black and white patch with the thin blue line. Now, I don't intend to actually use this one, wear this one, just because I'm not a law enforcement officer, and I do support law enforcement. So wearing the thin blue line would be cool to support them. But what I want to do is the very next Patreon patron that we get who tells me that they are active or retired law enforcement in the state of Nebraska is going to get this patch along with their sticker. So, but that is going to be for my next Patreon patron who lets me know that they are a Nebraska law enforcement officer or they were and they retired. All right, so that's there. What else are we missing in comments out here? Pete says his wife's been carrying for 8 months. How's that going, Pete? D-Temp's wife still needs to take her class. I tell you what, any of you who are around close enough, you're within driving distance of Omaha, there's a great place to take a class down there. Some great instructors. Mike says in Florida it takes up to 3 months to get approved or denied. I think we get told that, but it doesn't usually take the whole time. Calaveras says hello, and he doesn't get to see you a whole lot. I told you everybody wants to see you. Nobody wants to look at my ugly mug. We should probably just switch places every week and let you be on the camera and I'll do the talking. She doesn't like to talk and she doesn't like being on the camera, but I don't know why because she's gorgeous. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to Calaveras. I did say hello to my better half for me. She's like my better 90%. Blitz is getting married.
Yay!
So he has to nail down the budget a little bit tighter.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Getting married here. Where's here? I don't even remember where you are now, Blitz. So let me know where you are. Just a state, because I don't remember if you're in my state or not. I don't think you are. Let's see here. Obnoxious One is here. He says he's first. I don't know how y'all count in North Carolina, but is it North or South Carolina? Anyway, over there, I think you learned you forgot how to count is what happened, Obnoxious. You should probably take your shoes off. Then you could see how many people were ahead of you. Let's see here. Gung Ho says, great to hear your wife carries. If you're talking to me, she's about to. She hasn't got her permit yet. Mia says you're beautiful. I tell her that all the time, Mia. So the more people that tell her that, the more likely she is to believe. Jason Stewart wants to know any hobbies or collections besides firearms. I collect a lot of dust. That's a great collection. In fact, all of my knickknacks I've got protected by a thick coating of dust just to make sure nothing gets to them. Collect a lot of hats. Although I'm also a terrible sweater. So I'll sweat through a cap and then it gets all nasty. So then I'm going to move on to the next one. So I go through a lot of caps throughout a year's time. I just got this one here the same day that I picked up her Walther from the local pawn shop. I picked this hat up too. It's got the patch panel on it. And then underneath, Squib loves this one. The Glock Perfection embroidered in there. Part of the patch panel. So it's a Glock hat, but I got the patch over top of it. But collect a lot of caps. I've started a mini collection of Funko Pops. And you can also see my collection of patches and stickers. So I've got all that. We've got the Funko Pop TARDIS. If you don't know what that is, then I'm not even going to tell you. You're just not cool. And then the other one that I've got is Chewbacca holding the Porg. So this Chewie's cool. And Sandhills Sweetheart loves the Porgs. You guys can dog on us all you want, but we're also the only two people that we've ever met who actually like Jar Jar. I don't have a Jar Jar Funko, but we like all of the Star Wars characters, including Jar Jar. Let's see here. Blitz is in Illinois. All right, cool. Zippy's here. What's up, Zippy? The juice is here. The juice is loose. Let's see here. Travis wants to know, will the new Walther make us want to check out other models in their lineup? He's been interested in picking up a Creed. I've already been interested in picking up a Creed, and we haven't been to the range yet, so I did finally scrub all the oil and gunk off of the Walther last night. So it's ready to go, but we haven't shot it yet. And so I'm really, really hoping that I can't hit squat with it, really. Because if I do well with it, I'm going to want it. It just feels so good in the hand. Juice, yes, that was a Doctor Who TARDIS Funko Pop. And if I pulled it out of the box, the door's even open and everything. It's pretty cool. In fact, you'd be surprised what you can store in there because it's bigger on the inside. Oh, J&G Sales has the Creed now at $249. Is that right? That's really, really, really tempting. And if my wife wasn't here, I'd be even more tempted to go look at that. I might just have you email me a link to that one if you can, Travis. Let's see here. No, I've been interested in the Creed. In fact, last Sunday when we were in Omaha and Sweetheart was in her class, I was wandering around Omaha Gun Club looking at some of the guns, and the guy was cool and wanted to show me anything I wanted to look at in the case. So, they're not on sale anymore. That's all right. And the Creed was one that we pulled out, and we actually pulled out a Creed and a PPQ and put the grip frames side by side. And the handle part of the frame is the same. Still $289. Wow, that's good. Here's the airsoft version of the PPQ. On the Creed, it's beefier. The frame is beefier up here. It's thicker, and it comes up higher, and then the slide's a little bit bigger and heavier too. Because it's a hammer-fired, double-actionally hammer-fired, you can actually see the hammer protrude out the back of the slide when you pull the trigger.
Gary's here.
Gizzard's in the house. What's up, Gary? Still $289. That's awesome. But the way that it feels in your hand is just awesome. I don't know. There's something about that. I've heard people call it a donkey leg, which is kind of what it looks like, a hoof or something. But as ugly as it looks in a picture or on a video, it just feels gorgeous when you wrap your hand around it. And it seems to fit every size hand, which is really cool. So Zippy says, Gary, keep an eye on the weather. Blitz is getting severe storms. And I don't know if we'll see Frankie or Rob in here tonight, but I know their town got blasted yesterday, last night with some tornadoes, some F3 tornadoes over there in Ohio. So bad deal. All the way around, the weather just hasn't been super good. The Creed does not look like a high point. I still think that it's way better looking than a high point. And actually, here in a few weeks, one of the discussions we're going to have on a Tuesday night is good ideas for vehicle guns that are under 350. And so the Creed's hopefully going to pop up on that list too. The Juice says the magical all-size fit grip. You know, there's something about it. And it's the medium backstrap that came on the gun. And I don't have a roll pin punch, so I haven't experimented with the other backstraps because you've got to drive out a roll pin and then be able to start one again to change the backstraps out. But I'm thinking we'll probably just leave it the way it is. So let's see. Double A's in the house. What's up, Double A? Glad to have you along. All right. So one of the things that I had promised that we were going to do tonight was open up this package. And before we go too far, I better not forget to do it. I ordered a patch. If you were listening to Friday's Daily Gun Show, then you know some of what's in here. But I ordered a patch from Gear Websites because it was Free Patch Friday over there. And if you've never been to G-Web's store, Gear Websites, then you need to go check that out because he's got all kinds of stuff. Although some of the good stuff he's always sold out of. And you can find more of it sometimes on eBay too, under the Gear Websites page. But also he had not really a drawing. He just did the randomizer thing. And he was giving away a set of the patches from the 2A patch batch. And it was going to somebody who ordered from your websites on Friday. And so I actually got all these patches from the 2A Patch Batch. And it is number 0 of 100. I think that means that this isn't one of the original serialized or numbered 1 out of 100 sets. But I've got the super long here double barrel shotgun with the Clover on the receiver, and then Fud Life on the buttstock. So I believe that is Clover Tax patch. And then we've got, oh yeah, which is somebody's holding, the Kool-Aid Man's holding a Glock, and it says perfection on him. So I think that a lot of people think Glock fans have just drunk the Kool-Aid. Gear Report Reviews, also a great place to go to. These are cool patches. Guntube.org patch. These are all Velcro patches too. Vinyl. I think most of these got made by Owl and Anchor. We've got the Gunstreamer patch going on. If you're not subscribed to us on Gunstreamer, you need to do that, because as soon as we get to 200 subs, we're going to have this drawing, and you've seen some of the stuff that's going in there. Florida Carry, also a cool channel. Oh, cool. There's also a Florida Carry little informational card in there. We've got 2afund.com. We've got 2A4E. The second is for everyone. DiversityShoot.com. That is Tony, I believe, who is on a lot of, you see a lot of Matt's chats, what's he call it? The on Thursday nights before shooting left to center. We've got the vinyl Ghost Tactical patch. I've got the embroidered one right here. So I got that from Ghost himself when we were in Tulsa a year ago. So now I've got the vinyl one that matches it. That's pretty cool. Gun control is not kosher. And if I remember correctly, I believe this is the Pew Pew Jews patch. Gun control is not kosher. What else do we have in here that I'm going through? Well, just the stuff that I ordered. I got a lot of free patches on Free Patch Friday. So there's the Gear Websites card, and then Free Patch Friday right there. So when you order on Friday, you get some extra stuff. Also, there's a card from Owl and Anchor that is included in there. There is gunchannels.com card. That's pretty cool. I wish I had a lot of those. And then the Every Second Matters card as well. So those would be cool to have a lot of too. And then the one I actually ordered was the vinyl Every Second Matters patch that goes with my embroidered one. And then there's also this other one that I don't even know why this is in here. Nobody likes that guy anyway. But there's a Never Enough Ammo patch too. So all of these patches are part of the 2A patch batch that normally cost, I think, $50 or $100 to get in on that. And so thank you very much, G-Webs, for giving one of these sets away, because, yeah, I didn't even have that set. Speaking of G-Webs, let's check over here on Gun Channels, because he might be with us over there. Let's see. I think I've got a few extra people in here on the Gun Channel side. Yeah, there's been a lot of chats if I refresh this. Everybody, Snob's wife is there too. Everybody's saying hi. Roses, emojis, and hearts. David's in the house. Kingpin David Bowling. Emojis and stuff. Going back to obnoxious. David says North Carolina folks can't count. That's probably true. Diane Bishop is watching over there. Snob's wife, Dead Horse. Welcome, Dead Horse. How's it going? All right. Have I missed anything out here in the chat? The Juice says you're getting attacked by a white lion. Isn't that a band? Are they the ones that sing When the Children Cry?
Somebody asked when we're coming back to Tulsa.
Let's see here. Okay, so there's Double A saying hi. I'm going to catch back up here. Eternman Pete says DL-44 or a Stormtrooper's blaster. Oh, Gung Ho said any gun from Star Wars. What would I pick? I wouldn't. I'd pick a lightsaber. The Juice has been kicking all the tornadoes out of Oklahoma. Good luck with that. Travis wants to know if we're interested in the newly revised High Point. It's going to be a double stack, threaded barrel, suppressor height sights, under $200. You know, I'd give one a try. I'm not saying I want to buy the thing, but you know, in our household, we're all about bringing home things that are a little bit fugly. That's why Sandhills Sweetheart married me. So we're not going to discriminate just because it's not the prettiest thing in the world. Let's see. What else is going on? Blitz says that's a legit patch from CloverTech. Oh, that Kool-Aid thing was the Yankees patch. I get it now. The Ghost Tactical glows in the dark too. That is awesome. Let's see. Double A says he looked at the new High Point at the NRA annual meeting. It's better than a sharp stick. I can't disagree with that. That is very true. The Juice says he can invite his friends over from the other hangout emods to get us to 2,000 subs. They're good people. They just like dressing like women. I don't care. We don't discriminate against people here. People are people. And I'm here to tell you, you guys have heard me say this, we don't generally get super into religion on our 2A Tuesdays or on Sandhill Shooter channel at all as a rule. But we are Christians in this house, and we know that we know what the Bible said. It said to love your neighbor like yourself. So it also said that everybody has sin, and nobody's sins are worse than anybody else's. So I don't care. I'm not here to judge anybody, condemn anybody for living with other people. None of that stuff. If you want to dress like a woman and you're a good person inside, then we're going to be nice to you. If you're nice to us, we're nice to you. That's all it is. So anybody that wants to sub to us is absolutely welcome to do it.
Treats for the cat.
Treats for the cat, $2. Double A wasn't here when we said the super chats are awesome, and thank you for the super chat, Double A. Probably sometime mid to next year, mid to late next year, we'll build up enough money and we'll get that paid out. That's why we're going to be doing more stuff with Patreon, just because it takes most of a year to get built up enough in the AdSense revenue to even get a payout from Google. So unless we start getting $10 and $20 super chats every week, and I'm not asking for that because they keep half that money. So I'd rather have people just come see us on Patreon. Let's see here. The Juice says lightsabers are fun. He plays with them while he's waiting for his girlfriend Rosie to go live. That's awesome. Bishop Ammunition and Firearms is Diane Bishop over on Gun Channel. So hi, Diane. Bishop Ammunition and Firearms. Cool. I think I might have known that. Rub one out. Rosie is here. Is that the same Rosie that I just heard about from the Juice 632? Let's see here. Gun Loving Grandpa's here. What's up, Buck? Happy birthday. A couple days late. The Juice thinks I'm cute, and when we go back to Tulsa, we need to look him up. Okay, cool. Pete says, giggity. Juice is just very lonely. All right. Well, when we all get together in Tulsa, then we will invite you to be part of the group. Let's see. Mutiny for the Cat says, hello. It's been a while since he was able to make it, but that's cool. We're glad you're here. Let's see. Juice says, my friend Rosie O'Kelly was demonetized this week because he had a gun on his channel while he was wearing his bikini. Interesting. Pete says Bishop makes some insanely cool guns. I'm going to have to check that out. Double A has not made a dime yet from YouTube. Yep, I hear you. We have only because of honestly, probably half of what I've been paid out is your super chats, dude, because you've given us a lot of super chats over the months here. What else is going on? All right, I had a couple other things I wanted to talk about too, and then when we get a lull in the chat, we'll see how late we go here. Let's see. We covered the Patreon stuff. We looked at the bracelets and the thin blue line, Nebraska flag. What was the other thing? Okay, so some of the upcoming topics that we're going to be getting into in the month of June on the 2A Tuesday chats, the ones where we actually have a panel. Some of the things that we're going to talk about, hopefully next week, and I need to get on the ball and invite some people to join us. But over on Gun Channels, Gung Ho is asking if anybody has any history with the SIG 2022. Excuse me, I do not. But if anybody out there in the chat, I know Gung Ho is both on Gun Channels and on YouTube right now. But if anybody has experience with the SIG 2022, sound off out there and let us know. Let us know what you thought about it. Mutiny for the Cat, you're right. We should have a range day sometime soon. Our schedule is so nuts that we'll try. We'll have to do that. I don't know when. That's going to be the problem. We're going to have to find a day. Pete says Bishop has the 458 SOCOM lever gun and their own cartridge, the 475 Bishop short mag. That's cool. He's bragging since you're not doing it, Diane. Let's see here. The Juice says, I'm an expert at guns. I have another channel with 200,000 viewers devoted to guns. I'm also in the Mafia. That's probably not something you should admit to. Elvis Travels. That's not the kind of comment we're going to tolerate on any of our broadcasts. And one more like that, I'm going to ban you forever. How about that? All right. Travis thinks Frankie has one. I'm guessing you mean the 2022 from SIG. Let's see here. Happy Meal's in the house. I don't think I've seen Happy Meal either. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I remember ever seeing Happy Meal anyway. So welcome. Squib's in the house. What's up, Squib? Glad you could join us. I'm guessing this time of night you must be off work now, and if you're driving, then we won't expect you to type a whole lot. Safety first. Juice says Happy Meal is one of his friends. Well, thanks for bringing people. That is awesome, and welcome, Happy Meal. Glad to have you here. I didn't even see what the comment was midnight, but thank you for that. We're not going to put up with anything that is derogatory or insulting on here. Yep, that's all right, Squib. You come back whenever you can. What is up with people being trolls tonight? All right. Double A wants to know if Squib is forklift guy tonight. Well, he might have been earlier, but I think he's drive home guy right now. So we'll hear more from Squib when he gets home and can fire up either the phone or the computer and chat more. Yes, Juice, thank you. No vulgar chats. There is a lady present, and we will ban people for not being respectful. Thanks, Midnight. I appreciate you. All you guys with wrenches, I really appreciate you keeping it clean and classy in here with us. Squib Lift is back. We love the Squib Lift. Snob's wife says, regardless of what my husband says, I'm not a troll. I tell you what, if he calls you that, you have our permission to pistol whip him. Juice is the official Adam's apple inspector. I don't know what that means. I would just assume that if we've got a lot of dudes that like to wear dresses, there's probably an abundance of Adam's apples in that crowd of ladies. What kind of Walther did we get? It was a PPQ. It was the M2 version with the normal American style push button mag release, not the paddle Not the one like the airsoft. Oh, knocking stuff down now. The airsoft has the paddle magazine release right there, because this is the M1, and the M2 has the button right there where you'd expect it to be on any other type of pistol. So that's the one that we got, just because we don't want to have to remember to do something different no matter which gun we happen to grab if we ever need one. Let's see. Gung Ho wants to know best gun for the zombie outbreak. If that were real, something that you can shoot accurately and get the headshots on, because we all know that zombies only die when you shoot them in the brain. Disconnect their spinal cord from their brain. Although if weight wasn't an option, I would think 12 gauge shotgun wouldn't be a bad way to go. Although I kind of like something that you don't have to wait for them to get that close either. Yes, keep it classy, San Diego. It's not never enough ammo, chat. Guitar Man Pete says. Snub's wife says she pistol whips him anyway, every day anyways, so that's all right. Juice wants to know what kind of gun my lady carries. She doesn't carry it yet, but we did buy her the Walther. He deserves it a lot. That's awesome. And Joey the stick, that was plastic. That's the airsoft version. That's also why it's got the orange plug on the muzzle, or not a plug, but the orange muzzle, because it shoots the little airsoft plastic BBs, not an actual firearm. DTemp is looking at a P99. I don't know much about the P99, but I do know that people that I know that have them seem to be plenty happy with them. So do a lot of different of their products. Blitz likes the paddle better. I know people that prefer it, and that's cool. That's why they make both of them. That's why they didn't discontinue the M1, because a lot of people do like it. Travis is saying Ruger 1022 with a stack of BX25s. I believe that's the 25-round magazine for the Ruger. So is a 22 long rifle really going to take down a zombie with one shot to the head, though? If that works, if hollow point 22s work on zombies, then I'm down with you. Let's see. 9mm loves pistol whips. Well, you better watch out, Midnight, because I think she's got your number. Juice's everyday carry is a pink LCP that he keeps in his purse. That's cool. Mutiny for the Cat wants AA to come out to Nebraska sometime this summer. We could have a huge range day. We'd have to get Travis involved in that. That'd be cool. I'm down with having a huge range day in Nebraska if we can get enough people to meet up with us here. We need to figure that out. Snob's wife is leaving us. Have a good night. And David's leaving us because it's late on the East Coast. So thanks for joining us and hanging out while you could. Just got to penetrate this goal. That's awesome. Let's see here. We're asking Travis what he teaches. AA says 22 is all you need for zombie brains. So that's good to know. Blitz wants to know if I was to have a bullpup, what bullpup would I have? I don't know if you say AUG or AUG, but the Steyr, that's been a cool gun. I've loved looking at that thing ever since. When was the first time I saw one? Back in Commando with Schwarzenegger, probably. Dan Hedaya, the main bad guy, was shooting one at Arnold for a while. Travis and I were looking at one in Tulsa that had 9mm and the 223 barrel with it. It was a cool setup. So that's probably the one I would pick. Let's see here. Mutiny for the Cat has the range to do a big gun channels meetup in Nebraska and do some range time. So does Travis over there in Lex, has a great range too. And he's inviting everybody to just throw their sleeping bag on his floor. Excuse me. Blitz is saying Ruger Charger for the zombie gun in 22. I don't know. I'd rather have the rifle. I think I would rather. Anyway, I can get more stuff with the rifle than I can a pistol. Oh, the chat just jumped. Let's see here. The Juice is going to go to Iowa and check out the cornfield from Field of Dreams. He thinks maybe his dad will come out of the corn and you get to see him again. That'd be cool. Especially if your dad's no longer with you. That would be a cool thing to have happen, but wish it worked that way. Travis says the Keltec RDBS is his favorite bullpup. Wasn't that an AUG on Die Hard? I remember a lot of MP5s. I don't remember an AUG. That doesn't mean it wasn't there. Everybody else is saying, yep. Double A shot at Tavor. And that was different. Different good or different bad, Double A? Let's see here. Long blonde hair dude had an AUG. Isn't that the guy that on Die Hard? Long blonde hair guy, isn't that the guy that Bruce Willis took the MP5 off of and then put him in the elevator and said, ho, 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 now I have a machine gun? I thought that was that guy. I'm going to have to go back and watch Die Hard again. I haven't watched it since Christmas. It's not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls off Nakatomi Tower. Let's see here. Bishop has a video posted. That's cool. I have to go check that out. Yeah, Squiblift. Carl. Carl's the guy that Bruce Willis wrote on his shirt and said, ho, 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 now I have a machine gun. But I was positive that was an MP5. So now I have to go back and watch it again. Apparently there was one on The Walking Dead. Oh, the blonde guy at the end. Okay. I don't remember anything about the end besides I hope that wasn't a hostage. All right. That was Carl. Everybody's saying that was Carl's brother. Jason Stewart's leaving us. Have a good night, Jason. Thanks for hanging out. What other questions do you guys have for us? What other topics do you guys want to see covered on 2A Tuesday chats too? And not just what's your favorite gun for duck hunting or something like that. There's so many different places on YouTube or Gunstreamer where you can go and find those discussions. If we're going to get into something like that, then I want to go around the horn with everybody and find out why that's your favorite gun, what it is that you like about it, compared to other guns, that why you picked that one. If we're going to have discussions about just, your favorite gun, I don't just want to know your favorite. I want to know why. I want that long-winded answer. The reason I say that is because back when I first started watching YouTube gun videos and listening to like some of Never Enough Ammo's live chats and a few other people too, where people would go around the horn and, they'd talk about this gun or their favorite, that gun or whatever. People would always say it's their favorite, and then they would never say why. And as I'm learning about, new guns at the time, I mean, I've been into guns my whole life, but as far as the differences between this brand, that brand, this model, that model, I didn't know everything at the time I was trying to learn. And I wanted those anecdotes. I wanted to know why people liked the stuff that they liked, not just because, I like this one because it's not a Glock. Well, that's BS. I want to know exactly what it is that makes people like stuff. I don't know what was your first gun. Is that a topic or are you just asking? My first gun that I bought myself was a TC Venture Bolt Action 270, which I have since sold and kicked myself ever since I sold it. Hoping to get one back sometime. That would be a cool chat. Blitz says, he's brought it up before, but the 14th Amendment, how it pertains to the 14th Amendment. Okay. Seven Wonders is in the house. What's up, Seven Wonders? And then back to your question, Gung Ho. Sandhills Sweetheart's first gun was the Walther that we just got. That one's hers. Did you guys? I don't think I put it up on YouTube. For those of you who have Facebook, you need to go and follow us on the Facebook page, because we've got a picture of her holding up her target that she shot at when she qualified for her carry permit, and there's not one shot outside the Q target. So, and that was with the Glock, who she wasn't as comfortable shooting that as maybe she would have been something else. She was kind of hoping to borrow a 22, but then we practiced enough on the Glock. She decided it made the most sense to just keep shooting it since she was getting good with it. So yeah, if you go check us out on Facebook and look at that picture, we're not on Instagram, so you can't go there. I don't think I posted it anywhere but Facebook, but you need to go to Sandhills Shooter on Facebook and check that picture out. Mia loves anything she's hella accurate with. Well, that makes sense. Who doesn't? Who was it? Roy Weatherby that said only accurate guns are interesting, or Jeff Cooper, somebody famous said that. Blitz will never forfeit. Is all numbers matching 1955 M1 Garand? Well, no, you really should never forfeit that. Double A has another super chat up there saying, pet that white cat and give it some love for him. So, yes, because that white cat is so starved for attention. And Double A says he's a big animal lover. So does that mean that you love big animals? Or that you're just a big lover of animals? Or does it depend on how cold it gets? I mean, I don't know how that works. Seven Wonders is meeting with adjusters, trying to clean up the nursery after the hailstorm. Nursery as in like a greenhouse, or nursery as in the baby's room got hail through the window? I don't know what happened, but that could be bad either way. Blitz is typing on 5 different things. That's all right. I cannot multitask. I think Midnight Rage is backing me up, thinking it was Weatherby that said that quote. How many people in the chat are from Nebraska? Sound off, Nebraskans. I can speak for myself and Travis, and of course Mutiny for the Cat. And I don't think we've got any other Nebraskans in the chat, not that I've noticed. If you're watching on YouTube, we cannot see you if you don't make a comment. So jump in and make a comment, say hi, let us know you're watching, and let us know if you are a Nebraskan or if you used to be a Nebraskan and you live somewhere else now. Because we like to know who our neighbors are. And then I'm going to open this up to one more state. If you are in a state that borders up against Nebraska, then let us know too. And Gary was in here a while ago. Gizzard Gary's in Kansas. So I can speak for him, and I think that's it for now. In fact, just everybody let us know where you're from. If I don't already know where you live, just sound that off. I know Squib's over in Michigan. D-Temp's in Eastern North Carolina. Midnight Range went to Walmart, so he's an honorary Nebraskan. I don't know what that means. Pete's newest favorite is the Mini Cougar. Is that a Beretta? Oh, yeah, he says he likes Berettas earlier. The Mini Cougar, decocker only. If I get a Beretta, I either want to buy the G model or I want to convert it to a G model. Just, again, I think that would be the best thing. I'd rather have that double action first pull than have to worry about flicking off a safety. Gun Loving Grandpa is in Arkansas. Pete's in Texas. I think I knew that. Gung Ho is in Flint. Are you in the part that's got good water or the part that's got not as good water? Double A says, animals of all sizes love him. It's a gift. He looks at it as a gift. Mutiny for the Cat says, not Walmart, it's the dollar store. Double A's in Ohio. I did know that. Bishop, ammunition and firearms. Diane lives in the People's Republic of Taxifornia. Keith Gregory's in Guntucky. Let's see here. Mike's in Central Florida. I did see that you said Florida earlier. Zippy's in Memphis. Memphis. That's where Beale Street is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard some songs about Memphis. I want to go check it out sometime. Revolver is in Illinois, Southern Illinois, so he's got all his gun rights for now. apparently the further north you go, the closer to Chicago you get, the more restrictive it is. Let's see here. Seven Wonders is saying storm was May 13th. Hopefully tomorrow's the last on-site visit. That must be with adjusters. I have to go on Friday to wrap up the total vehicles thing. The nursery for the plants will take much longer. That sounds pretty devastating for your livelihood. Won't be able to sell a lot of plants until 2020. Could always be worse, but it doesn't get a whole lot worse than that, sounds like. D-Temp says, that inhales vigorously. I think PG-13 still allows for us to say, yeah, that sucks. Squibliff's right down I-75 from him, from Gung Ho, so you guys are kind of neighbors there. And Gung Ho has the good water. What else is going on? That's been about it. So, unless you guys have a whole lot of other stuff that you want to talk to us about, I think we're going to start wrapping this up, call it a night. I've been trying to call out everybody as I see you, talk to you a little bit, so we're not going to go back through and try to catch from the whole beginning just because I've been saying hi to people. Agorizer is in the house. What's up, Agorizer? Those of you who joined us later and missed some of the announcements, I would encourage you after this renders and goes back up for replay, then go back and catch the beginning and catch all the announcements, especially the Patreon stuff, because this is probably going to be the last final Tuesday of the month chat that we do like this. Just because we're trying some new stuff. We're going to see if we can grow our Patreon patron base a little bit, do some more exclusive stuff, or at least the patrons will get it sooner. And then we will kind of go from there. But like I said, it's I'm not afraid to e-beg because it's capitalism, and it's not so much that this is a business, but if we can get some support, then we can reinvest some of that money back into better computer equipment. We can produce videos better, do all kinds of cool stuff better that way. So let's see. Enjoy the Stick says, I don't know what this means. Well, first of all, she's not my old lady, so we're not going to call people that either. Mutiny wants to know what I do for a living. I work for a wireless cellular provider, and I'll not name them just because I don't know that they want to be associated with the gun channel. So I won't name them. We are a regional carrier. We're not any of the big nationwide carriers. And probably your house and Travis's house are the only people, the only houses of anybody in the chat that we even have coverage to. So if that narrows it down, great. If that doesn't narrow it down, email me and I'll tell you all about it. Blitz agrees with the Patreon idea. Cool, that's awesome. So, and Pete says it's not e-begging. It's allowing the viewers to support what they enjoy. I'm glad you guys understand. That's awesome. So, all right. Well, with that being said, we will call it a night. We've been going for right at an hour now. So thanks everybody for joining us and watching, and hopefully the having my beautiful wife on here will gain us some more views, because like I said, I understand everybody would rather look at her than look at me. She still doesn't like to talk a whole lot. Joe Smith's in the house. What's up, Joe Smith? Go check out Joe Smith's channel and his videos. He's got some funny stuff up there. And earlier he wanted to know who I would rather face in the ring. And he listed a whole bunch of the WWF or WWE superstars. I tell you what, Joe Smith, you line them all up. I don't care. I'll throw them all out. I can take any one of those puds. It's okay. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We love you all. God bless you all. If you haven't gone back and watched it, we put a video out here last week or the week before called Keeping It Real. And we just want you to know that you are loved and you matter. You are worth something. And we'll call it at that. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.